Learn, Speak, English, the podcast.
Hello everyone, and a massive welcome to Learn, Speak English. I'm Thomas, your English teacher from the UK.
And I'm Ryan, your host from the United States. Thomas, let me ask you something before we start. Have you ever been in an elevator with someone, just two people, staring at the numbers changing on the screen, feeling that heavy, awkward silence?
Oh, absolutely. That moment where your brain is screaming, say something, but your mouth just stays shut. It's a universal feeling, Ryan.
Exactly. And that is exactly what we're going to destroy today. We are not just learning English words. We are unlocking the ability to connect with anyone, anywhere. Today, we are going to motivate ourselves to speak. And for this, we will use some powerful techniques and the wisdom of Tony Robbins.
That's right. By the end of this episode, you won't just have a list of phrases. You will have a strategy to walk into a room and feel like you belong there. We are going to discover how small talk, those little conversations about the weather or coffee, is actually the bridge to your new life as a confident English speaker.
I love that image, a bridge, because, let's be honest, every conversation is an opportunity. Think about it. The grocery store, the bakery, your workplace, or even just waiting for the bus. These aren't just locations. They're your training grounds.
Ryan, before we get to the specific words, we need to address the elephant in the room. Why do our listeners freeze? Why do smart, capable people suddenly feel like children when they have to speak English?
So, are you ready to stop hiding in the shadows and start speaking? Let's dive in.
Ryan, before we get to the specific words, we need to address the elephant in the room. Why do our listeners freeze? Why do smart, capable people suddenly feel like children when they have to speak English?
That is such a good question. I think it's the fear of judgment, the fear of making a mistake and looking foolish.
It is. It's the fear of losing status. But here is the secret. People are not judging you. They are usually just relieved that someone else started the conversation. When you speak first, you are actually doing them a favor. You are breaking the tension.
I never thought about it that way. By speaking, you are being generous. You are giving value to the moment.
Exactly. It's a win-win situation. You get to practice your English, and they get to have a pleasant human interaction.
So, let's identify the battlegrounds. Where can we practice this? The grocery store, a bakery, a restaurant, your workplace. The coffee machine is a classic. The bus stop, the library, the gym.
These are perfect. Now, I want everyone listening to visualize their day. Where is your opportunity? Is it the barista who serves your coffee? Is it the security guard at your office?
Hey, pause for a second mentally. I want you to think of one place today where you saw someone and didn't speak. Just one. Keep that in your mind. By the end of this episode, you'll know exactly what to say to them tomorrow.
We are going to give some practical examples. Remember, I want you to listen carefully and repeat. Don't just say the words. Imitate the emotion. If I sound curious, you sound curious. If I sound happy, you sound happy.
We will give you some time to repeat, but if it is not enough, don't worry. You can stop the recording and do it at your own pace. Let's start with contextual comments. This is where you talk about what is happening right now.
At a bakery. This bread smells amazing, doesn't it? Repeat. This bread smells amazing, doesn't it?
Notice the question tag at the end, doesn't it? That invites the other person to agree. It's a psychological trigger for connection.
At a grocery store. Do you have this in a bigger size? Repeat. Do you have this in a bigger size? At a restaurant. Is this dish spicy? Repeat. Is this dish spicy?
Simple, right? You are just asking for information, but you are opening a door.
Exactly. Let's look at some more examples. At work. How long have you been working here? Repeat. How long have you been working here? At the gym. Are you using this machine? Repeat. Are you using this machine? At the bus stop. Is this bus usually on time? Repeat. Is this bus usually on time? At the library. Do you come here often? Repeat. Do you come here often?
And what do all these questions have in common? Well, they're low pressure. They don't require the other person to tell you their life story.
Exactly. They are safe. They fly under the radar. You aren't demanding attention. You are just sharing a moment.
Okay, Thomas. I can hear our listeners thinking. They're saying, okay, Ryan, the phrases are easy, but my brain is the problem. Students often ask me, what can I say that sounds natural? What if I make mistakes? What if I don't understand the other person? Which topics are safe to start with?
These are valid fears. We call these pain points. The pain of uncertainty. Let's look at the what if I don't understand fear. This is the biggest one. You start a conversation, the person answers fast, and you panic.
Yes, it feels like you're drowning.
But here is the solution. You have the power to control the speed. You just need the right phrases to slow them down without apologizing for your existence. Instead of saying, I don't understand, which feels negative, try, sorry, I didn't catch that. Could you say it again? My English is a work in progress. Can you speak a little slower?
I love work in progress. It sounds positive. It sounds like Tony Robbins. I am not failing. I am learning.
Exactly. And regarding topics, use the Ford method. F. Family. You can ask about family, but be careful. It can be too personal for strangers. O. Occupation. Here you talk about work or studies. For example, what do you do? Or are you studying right now? R. Recreation. This is about hobbies. You can say things like, did you see the game? Or do you like this gym? D. Dreams. This one is very open. You can talk about goals or travel. For example, where would you like to go someday?
Hey guys, quick question. We are talking about fears here. What is the one thing that stops you from speaking? Is it your accent? Is it vocabulary? Or is it just nerves? Scroll down to the comments section right now and tell us, what is your biggest barrier? We want to know so we can help you in future episodes. Let's build a community where we support each other. Go ahead, leave a comment. We read every single one.
All right, we have the mindset, and we have the openers. Now, let's analyze a real conversation. We are going to play a scenario. I want you to close your eyes and imagine you are in a coffee shop in London. It's raining outside. It's warm inside, and there is a nice jazz music playing.
I'm there. I can smell the coffee. Let's listen to the real conversation.
Okay, Ryan, You are the customer. I am a stranger standing next to you waiting for my latte.
Wow, it's so crowded today.
Yeah, it is. Everyone is hiding from the rain, I suppose.
Definitely. It's freezing out there. By the way, have you tried the cheesecake here? It looks dangerous.
It is dangerous. I had it last week. It's the best thing on the menu.
Really? Okay, I might have to get one then. I'm Ryan, by the way.
Nice to meet you, Ryan. I'm Thomas.
It's your turn now, Thomas. Do you mind if we share a table?
I don't mind. Ryan, it's fine for me. There's a free seat over there.
Thanks, Thomas. With all these people, I thought I was going to eat my cheesecake standing.
Don't worry. It's always a pleasure not to have coffee alone. Okay, let's freeze time. Let's look at what happened there. Ryan, break it down.
Well, I didn't start with hello, my name is Ryan. That's too formal. I started with an observation. It's so crowded today.
Correct. You used the environment. This is shared reality. We are both in the same crowded room, so we have something in common instantly. Then, I responded. I validated you. Yeah, it is. Then you used a pivot. You pivoted to the food. Have you tried the cheesecake?
And I used a joke. I said it looks dangerous. Obviously, I don't mean it will kill me. I mean it's bad for my diet, but delicious.
That is advanced nuance, but very easy to use. Humor builds liking, one of the principles of influence. If you make someone smile, they want to talk to you. And finally, notice the structure. Observation, the crowd. Validation, the rain. Question, the cheesecake. Introduction, names.
Most students do it backwards. They say, I am Ryan first. But in English-speaking cultures, we usually establish a connection before we exchange names in casual settings. It's safer.
Now, I want to teach you a technique called the yes set. This comes from persuasion psychology. You want to ask questions that make the other person say yes. When people say yes, they feel positive. They feel open.
Can you give us examples?
Of course. For example, instead of saying it is raining, ask, terrible weather, isn't it? The person has to agree, yes, it is. Another example. The coffee is good today, right? And the answer, yes, it's delicious. Oh, glad it's Friday, aren't you? And the person will say, yes, absolutely.
I love that. You are programming the interaction to be positive. Now, let's talk about compliments. Compliments are like magic keys, but they must be genuine.
Agreed. Don't lie. If you like their shoes, say it. If you don't, find something else. Here are some safe, friendly compliments. I like your bag. Where did you get it? That's a nice jacket. It looks very warm. You have a really nice smile. And remember, be careful with tone here. Keep it friendly, not flirtatious if you want to be safe.
Let's practice. I'll say the compliment. You repeat it. I like your bag. Where did you get it? That's a nice jacket. It looks very warm. You have a really nice smile. I love your shoes. That's a cool haircut. You have a cool style. And a very special one for our listeners who might be speaking to other non-native speakers. If you hear someone speaking English well, tell them, your English is really good. It makes people feel fantastic. Thomas, we have talked about starting, but what about stopping? One of the biggest fears is getting stuck in a conversation you can't end.
Ah, the trap. Yes. Knowing how to leave gives you the confidence to start. If you know where the exit is, you aren't afraid to enter the building.
So, how do we exit politely?
We use the time constraint principle. Basically, you show that you're busy, but you still enjoyed the conversation. It creates a nice balance. You're polite, but you also make it clear that you need to go. A really useful word here is anyway. It works almost everywhere. When you say anyway, people understand that you're changing the subject or that you're about to leave. For example, anyway, I should get back to work. It was nice talking to you. Or, anyway, I have to run to catch my bus. Have a great day. And even, look at the time. I've got to go. Nice meeting you. These kinds of phrases make ending a conversation easy, natural, and friendly.
Anyway, that is such a powerful word. It breaks the flow gently. Let's practice that mix. Listen and repeat after me. Anyway, I should get going. Have a nice day. Anyway, I have to run to catch my bus. Have a great day. Look at the time. I've got to go. Nice meeting you.
Perfect. And remember reciprocity. When you leave, wish them something good. Have a nice day. Enjoy your coffee. Good luck with your meeting. You are giving them a final gift of positivity. We have covered a lot today. We have the mindset, the openers, the middle conversation, and the exit. But information without action is just entertainment.
Tony Robbins says, action is a foundational key to all success. And we don't want you to just understand this. We want you to actually use it. So let's quickly review the PAS formula for your next interaction. Problem, agitation, solution, problem. You're standing next to someone in silence. It feels awkward. Agitation. If you say nothing, you lose an opportunity. You stay in your comfort zone, and that comfort zone becomes a kind of prison. Solution. You use one simple phrase, busy day, isn't it?
That's it. You don't need to be Shakespeare. You just need to be brave for 5 seconds.
Thomas, give us a final speed round of the essential phrases. The survival kit.
Okay, here is your emergency kit. Memorize these 3. The opener, hi, how are you doing? Or nice place, isn't it? The sustainer, do you come here often? Or what do you do? The exit, anyway, nice talking to you. Have a good one. Simple, effective, powerful.
Here is your mission, if you choose to accept it. The 24-hour challenge. Within the next 24 hours, you must initiate small talk with one stranger. Just one. It can be the cashier. It can be a neighbor. It can be anyone.
Use the contextual comment. Remark on the weather, the line, the food. And if you do it, you will feel a rush of adrenaline and pride. That is the feeling of growth.
And don't just think about it. Take action. Even small actions can have a huge impact. Tony Robbins says, you decide what your life will be. So today, decide to take that first step and make small talk a habit.
Think of every conversation as planting a seed. You plant the idea of connection. You water it with a smile. And even if that specific conversation doesn't lead to a best friendship, you are growing your confidence garden.
I love that. Thank you so much for joining us on Learn Speak English. You guys are amazing, and we believe in you.
If you liked this episode, please subscribe. It helps us a lot. And please, leave a comment telling us, what is your favorite opener? Do you talk about the weather? Or do you have a secret phrase? Share it with the community below.
Keep practicing every day. Remember, the more you practice, the easier it gets. Soon, small talk will feel as natural as breathing.
Keep pushing, keep practicing, and keep growing. We'll see you next time.
Goodbye, everyone. Go out there and speak.